I gotta decide, I hate choosing sides, I battle with my fears. Despite of my pride, I will not hide deep down how I feel.
We go through the motions, I couldn't feel nothing, but I feel nervous, it's good to feel something. It's good to feel something. I spent my whole life goodwill hunting.
I'll make everybody nervous when I find my purpose. I know that I'm worth it in my feels. See, you told me have courage, disregard my discourage. Even if I'm worried, that's good feels. Despite of the things in my head, I know that the feeling is dead. Do not disturb what I said. I don't wanna fight it, thoughts on autopilot, yeah. I gotta decide, I hate choosing sides, I battle with my feels. Despite of my pride, I will not hide deep down how I feel.
We go through the motions, I couldn't feel nothing, but I feel nervous, it's good to feel something. It's good to feel something. I spent my whole life goodwill hunting. It's okay to feel happy and sad. It's okay to lose your way and turn around and go back. Cause what I found is when I'm down, all I need is somebody. Human emotion is brewed in the moment. The high life is finite, but we just condone it. We get drunk from attention and it blurs our vision. I need to get it detoxed out my system. I live my life searching for a compliment, lying to the people I should have been honest with. I woke up without a clue to who I was. Social media's got us living on a buzz. Sick of being numb, unsure of my purpose. I strip my soul down and look beneath the surface. I found a love without a grudge, she peeled the curtains. And she's the only person who's made me feel nervous. But it's good to feel something.
I gotta decide, I hate choosing sides, I battle with my fears. Despite of my pride, I will not hide deep down how I feel.
We go through the motions, I couldn't feel nothing, but I feel nervous, it's good to feel something. It's good to feel something. I spent my whole life goodwill hunting.
I feel nervous. It's good to feel something.
I battle with my fears. Despite of my pride, I will not hide deep down how I feel.
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you.
Flyers flying on the team, touchdown, time to get changed this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man Saul Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randolph. Season here, really time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and as always, I am joined by my guy Brandon, and it is Philly the podcast, man. So you guys asked for it, you guys get it. We're gonna do a call in today. You know what I'm saying? Before we do, I just want you guys to heard me talk about this all day and forever. I feel like I did a video, I was live for like 2 hours. But Brandon, man, it's the first day back. You know what I'm saying? I want to know how you feel. Before we do get into how you feel, shout out to my guy, Be More Careful, channel member in the building, says, can't stay, came to drop this 5, my like, and say what's up. Everybody enjoy the stream. I appreciate that $5 super chat, man. For real, I appreciate that. So, Brandon, football is back. How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
It's exciting. I mean, we're going to something brand new, something that we haven't seen yet. And all you can be is excited. I mean, yeah, there's a lot going to happen in the future, but for right now, we know we have a new coach, new system, new quarterback that we're going with. Whole quarterback room is brand new. Wide receivers, like this whole thing is getting new players on the defense. There's a lot going on. Zach Ertz is there with his slim shady hair
Oh
color.
God.
But there's just so much going on, and you know what? I'm just excited, man.
He said the Slim Shady haircut. He really did, though. And shout out to my guy BirdGang31 for joining the channel membership. Haven't been able to shout you out. Haven't been live since then. So shout out to you. And I gave you your wrench. I know you were telling me you needed that wrench. Shout out to everybody in here, man. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I feel like there was so much drama. There was so many rumors. You know, I don't want to say lies, but there were a lot of lies. You know what I'm saying? And now everything's coming out. You know, we're not at the point of we know anything, you know what I'm saying? Today didn't show anything. Today didn't prove anything, in my opinion, on any side, you know, good or bad, but we're closer to that point, right? We're closer to that point. So if let's start, because I do want to talk before we start getting people on here, because, you know, once we get people on here, we ain't going to talk at all. So that's just how it goes. So I do want to ask you, did anything as far as, you know, the how the offense was looking? We obviously heard Jalen Hurts had a couple, I want to say 2 interceptions today. I could be wrong. It could have been just one. But anything stood out to you? I mean, you know, Devontae Smith was human. He dropped the ball.
I mean, yeah, there's going to be the little miscues, but like you said, today's day one. This is the time to make those mistakes. This is the time for Jalen to get the kinks out, for Devontae to drop balls, whatever. It is what it is. You're learning a new system. You're learning the plays. I mean, my highlights today was just kind of listening to them talk, seeing that Brandon Graham liked the energy of the new coaches, that they feel that he feels like they're his age, like they're like the same like kind of vibe as him, and that he likes it. And then hearing Jalen Hurts talk to the media and how mature he sounds and ready, and like he doesn't seem flustered. He doesn't seem like he's going to let any of the noise bother him. They asked him about, like, everything. They're like, oh, are you vaccinated? Yeah, I'm vaccinated. They asked him, how about the rumors for a quarterback they can't name, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson? And he was like, I'm above it all. Like, I'm going to go out there. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do my work. These guys aren't going to play for me if I'm not going to go out there and do my work. So I got to go out there. And I loved everything about it. He just seemed so poised, and it just kind of emulates how he was last season with the whole drama with Carson Wentz. But now there is no real drama at quarterback besides maybe trade rumors. But outside of that, you got to be happy with the way he at least is portraying himself to be ready for the upcoming season.
Definitely. Yeah, and we had, you know, Dave Spadero on yesterday, and you heard me try to pry a little bit towards the end about the trade rumors, and obviously he couldn't talk about it. But it's one of those things that everything seems like it's starting to fall into place. We even saw a picture of Howie Roseman and Zach Ertz talking, which is a beautiful but scary sight. You know, hopefully they're cool. Obviously, he's at training camp, so you hope that that's the case, but who knows what he's saying at this point? Who knows what Howie Roseman is saying? Shout out to Jason Bristow. As far as Lord Brunson, we did have to move it back. We're probably looking at either Friday or Saturday, just to kind of keep you updated on that. And then we also have some more. We got a lot of things coming, a lot of interviews and a lot of collaborations coming. So I'm definitely excited. We already got people starting to come in here. Jada says, "What's good?" I think I said that right. Make sure I said that right, because I say it different every time he comes in here. I feel like. But shout out to Taylor Bowers. Let me just make sure I got all the channel members. Dak hurt his shoulder today. How do you feel about that? We'll say that, and then we'll get the first guy in here.
When I was on Facebook, well, I think it was our buddy Nate, who's a Cowboys fan. He was already on someone's post, like defending Dak and everything like that. And if he's gonna get hurt, I mean, like anything else, this is the time to do it. Get everything out. But hey, if he's gonna be slow come week 1 or for the first couple of weeks, I'll take it. They got the bucket in week 1, and then we have them week 3, so they already have us poised for a big game within 3 weeks. So hey, if he's gonna have a bum shoulder, let it linger a little bit.
Facts. I'm smelling an 0-3 start for the Cowboys, but you know, hey, it could just be me. It could just be me. But so all right, we're gonna start this off, man. We already got a couple people coming in. So shout out to the first person. My man's was at the closed practice today. He was actually feeding me information while he was there. So shout out to my guy, Infamous 2K. We're gonna bring him on real quick. Yep. Infamous, can you hear me? What's good, brother?
How you been?
Can't complain, man. I know you was living the life. Forget how I've been, man. How you been?
It was cool. It was fun. I first when I saw Mike Quick, I had to make sure it was Mike Quick. I walked up to the security guard. I was like, "That's Mike Quick, right?" I'm not tripping because I don't want to go to a random person like, "Hey, hey, Mike Quick, happy." It was fun. I met decent amount of players. Before we even get anything, I want to announce that I officially hate Devontae Smith. Let me tell you why, right? So, practice ends. Okay, they're walking to the locker room. He literally is right in front of us, and I mean like 50 people are screaming, "Smitty, Smitty!" Everyone's waving at him, saying, "We love you, Smitty." He looks at us, just stares at us, and then walks away. So then I said, "You know what?" I didn't say it to him because I didn't want to get kicked out or anything, but I said that's why Jamar Chase is better anyway, and I walked off. So
Did you go with your Carson jersey? I don't know if I know you were thinking about it.
I was thinking about it, but I realized I'm representing a company, so I can't do that.
Yeah.
But I was going to. I was so close to doing it. I was like, nah, I can't do that though. But
So me and you were talking in the back. We were talking on Instagram a little bit, and realistically, you told me you weren't necessarily that impressed, right? Obviously, it's still the first day, a lot of kinks to work out. But what were some of the things that left you unimpressed, or a little less for wear?
I was just on Lindy's live and I was talking about it. Defensively, I think we played good defensively. Offensively, I think it was a struggling day. And honestly, I don't think we're gonna. I think what the way we play during the season, I expect like a young, fast, energetic, explosive team. But today was not any of that. Today was really slow, and I understand it's day one, but there's certain stuff that even if it's day one, and I said this to Lindy, you shouldn't be dropping wide open passes when there's not even a live coverage. And I understand collectively it was a lot of drops. Individually, there wasn't, because out of maybe 20 whatever amount of balls Devontae had, he dropped one. So Devontae individually, I was like, all right, Devontae has some hands. Now I did get to throw that ball that he dropped back to Jalen. I didn't make it because he was kind of far into the field, but
that was your chance, Infamous. That was your chance, man.
I was thinking this is my chance to get signed, but he was pretty far out. But Devontae had one drop. I was like, okay, that's fine. I think Hightower had one or two, but one of them, I think he had two, but the third one I don't count as a drop because he ran into the pole, like the pole of the post, whatever it's called. So now the one thing, the linemen are big as hell and they look good. Like the linemen, I saw everyone talking to each other. They were running over some drills, and even Lane Johnson, he looks nimble. He looks fast. He looks explosive off of when he's coming off his kick, and all that. I don't think Isaac Samalu was there. I believe. Brooks looked good. Brooks is the one person I was really impressed with. Mulata, because when I saw Mulata, I think he was going against Josh Way. I don't think he gave up anything. It was Brandon Graham who pressured Jalen, and Jalen which I like. Jalen just chucked it out of bounds, which we didn't see a lot last year. So stuff like that, I like. Me personally, I didn't see a lot of RPOs. I didn't see a lot of play action, bootleg, rollout plays. A lot of it was in the pocket, and I don't know whether they're doing that to just get Jalen used to because last year it was more of a college offense. It was more get out the pocket. So I don't know whether they're doing that as in this is the offense we're gonna play, or this is we want you to get comfortable in the pocket, and start chugging it from the pocket. That happened. There was free Rita's water ice, just to put that in.
Just throws it in that was free water ice too. Yeah,
Mulata, he's also big as hell. I didn't realize how tall 6'8" was until I
bet, bro.
I didn't really see the running backs. I was on so how it works is you're on the sideline and they have a little green mark, right? So there's two fields. You're allowed to walk on the outside of the sideline and you're allowed to go all the way around, right? I didn't really see the running backs because they were on the other field and they were all the way down. I don't know what they were doing. So then that's stuff like that. And that was about it. It was supposed to, I believe it was supposed to be a 2-hour practice, but it was only an hour and a half or an hour.
Yeah, I was surprised when it ended because I was, like I said, obviously you were here as well in the chat, but yeah, I was live for it and I'm looking at it and I'm like, why is there no more news? Why is nobody saying nothing? I'm like, oh, it's over already? Wow. But I mean, yeah, like you said, it's still the first day, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sure there's going to be a lot more installed as the off season goes on. But you were at the last year's one as well, weren't you?
No, it
You were
wasn't.
at the same
It was 2 years ago because they didn't have one last year.
2 years ago. So what was different? Was there anything that like stood out to you that was like completely different from 2 years ago?
I don't remember. Sorry, I was eating. I don't really remember, to be honest, to completely honest. But when I did go last time, they ran more plays, like they were running more live scrimmage stuff. And Carson Wentz, he didn't have a great day. I think he threw a pick that day, and his completion percentage was good, but a lot of like misreads and stuff. But outside of that, plus today was completely different because last time when I went, they had full pads on, and they were playing thud. So today they didn't do a lot of scrimmage. A lot of it was 7-on-7 type stuff or 11-on-11, and they only did like maybe 30 minutes of actual live gameplay where you can't record at all. And then the offensive linemen, when they weren't doing the live stuff and they weren't doing 11-on-11, they went to the other side of the field and they would just work on their own stuff.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah. Well, next time you already know I'm pretending to be a cousin and then I'm coming in. So
I didn't realize in our tent, so every tent has only who you invite. I didn't realize how many people were coming. There was if you were in Philly, you probably could have came.
Oh yeah, I would have just snuck in. I'm telling you, I would have just snuck in. I have no shame at all. I thought this was the library. I had no idea I was supposed to come in here.
There was at least 30 people in our tent, and like a bunch of people from the company. Most of the people were the people who worked for the company, and so my uncle invited them because they don't. So I found out today we do still have the box seats, but they're only allowed 4 seats. So for the 4 seats is usually going to be immediate family. So my uncle brought the workers out because they're not going to be able to go to like the game stuff like that.
Yeah, facts.
But I had an extra ticket. I told you this. I had an extra ticket because my dad couldn't come, but I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, see, I should have came out there. Now, let me ask you one more question before I start getting other people in here.
Mm-hmm.
You obviously are one of the biggest Carson, fans. He didn't have the greatest of first days. You know what I'm saying? How does that feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not doing the greatest over there. I know it's just one day, but I got to throw the salt while I can.
Or are you talking about today?
No, I'm talking about today.
I was reading when I was in the car. Apparently, he had I think he went perfect on the 7-on-7 or 11-on-11. He went perfect during the throwing drills, and it says that I believe he went 6 for 13 or 7 for 13. But I also heard 3 of them or 4 of them were drop passes, and they weren't missed throws.
Right. Yeah, that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar.
And then I heard what do you call it? That Carson. What was it? No, not the Carson. The other guy, the backup, he sucks. So that's good, So Carson mentally is fine there.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we can't put no feather on him now. We don't want him to break.
Wait, can I ask you one more question before I leave?
Of course.
I was talking to my dad and I was thinking, I was like, so we were talking about if Jalen Hurts is bad, blah blah blah. Do we go quarterback? Blah blah. He said yes. I said I'm iffy about it. He said his whole point was a lot of these players on mostly. Hold on, give me a second. Come in.
My man's got delivery.
Okay, so what do you call it? My sister walked in. What was I saying? Yeah, his whole point was that a lot of the players are older now, such as Brandon Brooks. Now we do have some replacements who are Landon Dickinson is probably gonna be Kelsey and all that. But he was saying next year's picks should go into not should go into what we need to improve on, but what we need to replace as they're getting older. People like Slay's getting older. Steven Nelson, he's fine, but he's not a solid corner one. He's a good corner too, but I wouldn't be bumping my chest. Steven Nelson's our corner one. But our D linemen are getting older, and now we have Milton Williams and Javon Hargrave, but Javon Hargrave didn't really play that well, and we don't know what we have in Milton Williams. So his whole point was a lot of the draft picks next year are going to be replacement picks and not picks to improve our whole team as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, you want to take that first here?
Yeah. What was the original question? Because I think it went from if Jalen Hurts doesn't work out this year, will we get a quarterback next year, in the draft?
Yes.
Yeah, you would think. I think that if Jalen Hurts doesn't work out this year and Deshaun Watson, let's say he's still on the Texans at least for this year, and his court stuff is pushed aside and everything's okay, if Jalen Hurts really stinks it up, I could see us going after him. I mean, I'm only basing that off every rumor out there that's saying that the Eagles are connected to that. But I think you had a great point there that we are going to need to replace some of these guys, especially I think like on the defensive line. You said Hargrave and Milton, and we still need more players, especially on the defensive line. And then with the offensive line, it's tough because I feel like some of the young guys we had last year played well when they had to go in, but then they got hurt. So we didn't have a chance to see them for the longer time. So I think we might have some solid depth at the offensive line that not necessarily have to use one of the first round picks on like an offensive lineman, but definitely at the corner position, probably linebacker or something. And I mean, we're definitely going to need to use those picks to make our team better and fill them with the young talent going forward. So if Jalen Hurts doesn't play well, I could see us trading for a veteran quarterback rather than drafting someone.
You know,
Yeah.
But the thing is, the offensive line I agree with completely. But if we let's say Watson does plays this year, and he's still looking for a trade next year, his market and his value is going to be skyrocketing because a lot more teams are going to be wanting him, and we're going to have to give up a lot more. So I feel like if we don't get Watson this year, if he plays, we're definitely not getting him next year.
I mean, we have a lot of assets, and one thing I will say is if we are in a position, or if we're in a position that we realize that Jalen Hurts isn't that guy, Howie's not going to be nervous or shy to pull the trigger on getting a quarterback. So I'm not worried about that. And realistically, I've said this before, and it might be a dumb mentality to have, but if Deshaun Watson is the guy, I'd rather overpay next year than, maybe get a little bit of a deal this year, because I just don't know what his situation is. And that's a scary thing. And not just that, if Jalen has some type of talent, we saw it with Carson. Obviously, you bring in another talented player and things start to get murky here. So why do that now when even if Deshaun Watson, if everything goes perfect for him this year, we're probably not going to make the playoffs. Like, he had better teams at Houston than probably we do this year on paper, at least to start the year off. And he didn't make the playoffs there. So I'm not really with the notion that he's going to be like the savior. But to answer like the question, yeah, I think we will. If Jalen Hurts isn't, better than good, I think that's like the easiest way of saying it. If he's not better than good, he's probably not going to be our franchise guy. We have too many assets. And realistically, even with those older guys that are probably going to get replaced, if you look at them, a lot of them still have value. Like if you really look at somebody like a Lane Johnson or a Brandon Brooks or even a Brandon Graham, if he's somebody that, they look at moving on from, the list keeps going. A lot of these veterans aren't trash. You know what I'm saying? They might not be the first round pick that they were maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but they still have value. So who's to say if we're not out here saying, all right, give us a third for this guy, and we're sitting here loaded with draft picks. Now, once we get to the draft, that's a different story, right? Like we'll see what happens there. But, we could be sitting here flushed with draft picks. We could be going the way of the Miami Dolphins, and I'd be okay with that, having a bunch of chances to get good players. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta, I guess, hope that they hit on it.
I mean, it's unfortunate for Jalen Hurts, to be honest. Like, he's not going to get the chance like Baker Mayfield got, where he can not be good, or like he doesn't perform like a number one pick quarterback or whatever. But instead, he's only going to have like this 1 year. He's not going to have 2-3 years to really develop and prove himself, which is unfortunate for him. But I mean, like Joe said, and like we all know, we have all these assets. And if they're willing to fire the Super Bowl coach and that brought us to the playoffs for multiple years after one bad season, they're definitely going to go ahead and try to make a move on, I think, one of the top tier veteran quarterbacks that could be on the trade market.
Facts. Nick Mullins for president. That's what I'm screaming out here.
Oh yeah, Joe Flacco was horrible, by the way. But other than that,
sure.
the highlight of the day for me was, guess what? I got the dance battle swoop. I think I won, but
he said, I think I won. We need that video.
I didn't take I think my cousin got it. I'll ask him for it because I was the one.
We need that video.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm about to change my name, Infamous Insider.
There we go. That's what we need. That's what we need, bro. Oh yeah, that's what we need. But hey, Infamous, I love you like a little brother, bro. But I'm gonna get you out of here. We're gonna get some more people on here, man. I appreciate you coming through, though.
Of course. Have a good one, yo.
You too, man. Shout out to my guy Infamous, man. That's dope. It was cool seeing him so happy because me and you both share the Instagram. So I know you saw him like, oh, I'm here, bro. I'm here. We're doing it.
Blowing up. I was
He was hyped. He was definitely hyped. That was fire. But shout out to everybody, man. We still got 20 people in here. Be sure to hit that subscribe, hit that like button. And the link to join is in the chat if you guys want to join the call in. Now, next we got my man's another Eagles content creator. A good friend of mine, man. He's been supporting the channel since we were at like 500. It feels like he's been here since we started. I feel like my guy, aka Eagles Uncensored Podcast. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Can't complain. So, of course. So, how you feeling, man? Day one in the books. How's it feel?
Just feels good to have football back again, man. Like there's nothing like it. We've been waiting 3 months now for this, and it's finally here. You know, it's just good to see them all back out on the field, communicating and just doing what we love seeing them do.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
And did you guys get an opportunity to see with Nick Sirianni's press conference? And what would you guys think of how we just sitting there next to him, basically supervising the conversation?
There was a couple of times when he was looking over at him, it felt like he was saying, "Shut the hell up." I don't know if you felt that way or not, but it was like, dude, you're like saying too much. Like, quit, stop talking. You know.
Yeah, I like Sirianni's energy, but he's one of those dudes that kind of like tells on himself in class because he's trying to over explain it. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, man. No, I love the guy's energy. I love it. You know, there's just something about him that you just get drawn to him. You know, and if he can do that with us, just imagine what he's doing to these guys that he's around all the time.
Yeah,
it's got to be electric for sure.
Facts. Now, is there anything that stuck out to you, like maybe a camp note or something you saw? Maybe the Zach Ertz turning into Slim Shady. Anything stood out to you?
Well, the one thing that I actually was disappointed in is Singleton cutting his hair. That was pretty depressing. I actually like the long hair. You know, so when he shaved it and he has the short hair now, I was like, man, should have stuck with the long hair. That was like his trademark, you know. No, it was good seeing Jalen out there taking first team reps. I mean, I get it. We're preaching competition here, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like, you really want me to put Jalen Hurts against Joe Flacco? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of a given. We all know it, so you might as well just say it. You know, that's always been my downfall with this team is they just never come out and just say, hey, that's our guy. You know, like all these other teams, they like to tiptoe around it, and I never understood it. And I just, for once, I just like them to just come out and just say it, you know, because it gives him confidence as well, knowing, you know, even though he says it doesn't bother him, dude, knowing means something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he kind of strives off it, if I'm being honest. I think at this point, Jalen Hurts is just like, all right, let's just go. Let's just get to it. Like, because especially with all these answers that he's saying, you know, like I'm above it. You know what I'm saying? I think he even said what rumors at one point. So it's like, you know, I love it. I love the attitude that he has. So if I'm the Eagles front office, I'm going to be like, you know what? We're just going to ride this out. We're just going to see what happens. And if you look back on the Russell Wilson situation, you know, not saying that he's Russell Wilson. I'm just saying, look at the situation, how the Seahawks played that situation out. Nobody really knew Russell Wilson was that good until like preseason. Like, people really didn't realize what they had in Russell Wilson because Seattle kind of downplayed it. They didn't really talk about it. They just let the camp go as the camp went. You know what I'm saying? So we could have a similar situation. They might really think that, you know, Jalen Hurts is that guy. So, I mean, I'm excited. The one thing I will say that kind of got me nervous as far as Jalen Hurts, and this could have just been because it was the first day and, you know, let's have some fun type of thing. But I don't really like that he was just like forcing the ball to Devontae Smith so much. I want to see him move the ball around. I want to see them make sure he's moving the ball around. But like I said, that could just be, you know, day one thing. You know, let's just kind of go out there, throw the ball around and see what happens. So I'm not reading too much into it. but it is what it is. Now, how do you guys feel about left tackle situation? Andre Dillard was taking first team snaps. Jordan Mailata has a mustache, so there's news there. So how do y'all feel about that?
Go ahead, bud.
Yeah, if whoever can win that job, I'm not gonna be mad about, because one, Andre Dillard was a first round pick. Like it would low key be a waste of a pick if he loses out to a guy that never played football before. Like that would kind of stink. But at the same time, if Jordan Mailata wins this position, he's super athletic, he's huge, he's strong. So I mean, you can't really go wrong with this situation. It's just kind of good to see a real battle out there. And it's like you said, it's not them going out there saying, well, Joe Flacco's also going to take first team reps and we're going to make that a battle. No, that's a waste of a battle. This is like a real battle, and it's like it'll be interesting to see, especially with those couple preseason games, who gets the most reps in that first team and who plays the best.
Yeah, and I got to shout out Infamous 2K. I did say that I would let him get a Manscaped ad in. I forgot to tell him to do it while he was on the live, so he wrote it there. He said, I also forgot to say there was a decent amount of drop balls. Speaking of balls, make sure y'all go check out manscaped.com and get you right. Yes, sir. Philly TP at manscaped.com. You get 20% off and free shipping. That's my guy right there. That's hilarious. But go ahead.
But there is one thing I want to say on the Jalen Hurts thing. I watched his interview as well, and you talked about it a little bit. And as I was watching that, man, you really sit there and you think this isn't normal. He does not talk like a normal quarterback or even a normal human being. He is so mature. Like, it's honestly probably the coolest interview I've ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? Like, and being that young and being in that control of yourself at that young of an age, man, dude, this kid is going to be a beast as he gets older, because the only way up is up, so.
Yeah, and I mean, he's so, like you said, mature. The way that he speaks, the way that he carries himself, he's definitely he has the Philly mentality. He has the Philly, that grit. So if he can play, that's awesome. Like, what I'm saying? Yeah, and you don't make it to the NFL in the second round from being, right? Yeah, I don't think you get drafted in the second round because you're a really good locker room guy. I don't think that's like, you don't come in second on the Heisman poll because you're a really nice guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's how it works. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't have my media badges yet. I don't know. I'm not a Heisman voter, but I'm not going to be voting for somebody just because they're a good guy. I think Johnny Manziel won it. So I think that kind of smashes that idea right there as a good guy. But no, all jokes aside, I mean, he has talent. So the notion that he can't be great, to me, is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think he has the mental and the emotional, as dumb as it may sound, tools to be a great quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And look, Yogi Berra said it back in the day that the game is 90% mental, 50% physical, right? So he's got the mental part, and if he can just build off of that, I definitely see him having great success with us. He doesn't have to be the team. We have some players around him, so I'm hoping that he does well.
Did you see the size of his legs? Holy shit!
Nah.
Yo, you didn't see it like during the training camp videos. You didn't see him out there while he was running. Like, dude, he's got legs like Saquon almost. I'm not even lying. Like, his legs are freaking huge.
He has that one squat video out there where he put up like mad weight, like that dude. Yeah,
600.
Yeah.
600 pounds. 600. I think it was
like,
a deadlift,
no lie, dude. We're talking Saquon Barkley calf muscles out there at quarterback. I'm not even playing. They're huge.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what type of offense we have, to be honest. Now, how do you feel about the guys that were hitting the punt returns? I mean, we had Boston Scott out there. We had Devontae Smith and Kenneth Gainwell.
Oh, that's right, Gainwell. Okay, yeah. Well, I always thought Gainwell would kind of fill that role because, I mean, he's super speedy and he's electric with the ball in his hand. He can make people miss. We've seen that. I thought Rager would be a better choice there because, I mean, we saw what he could do last year. But, I mean, I'd rather have Rager there over Smith because I don't want Smith getting injured.
Yeah.
So that would be my.
Well, Rager's like a well, just to kind of like kill this rumor, because I see this a lot in the chat. Jalen Rager is as fine goes. You know what I'm saying? Like he did work out by himself. The whole big thing was, that he didn't have his sneakers on during teamwork, or he had his sneakers on during team workouts. But, right after that, he did go into the tent. He got his helmet on and was practicing. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But, I think a lot of people just kind of read the headlines and and moved on from it. But just to kind of clear up that situation, I mean, so he should be good. That's the hope. I'm more worried about Quez. I want to see what's going on with Quez. He's day to day, but I want to see him out there, man. He's got to earn that spot. So last question I want to ask you, man, because I didn't realize I'm not gonna lie, we got a lot of people in here. I feel bad, but last question I want to ask you: what are you looking forward to this week, man? Like what's next? What's next for you as far as this team? What do you want to see next?
I just kind of want to see how everyone fills in their role. I want to see Kayvon kind of take that next step to take over for Rodney McLeod. I want to see Harris and Wilson start becoming the captains of that defense, what they were brought here to do, and help these young guys develop and help our veterans learn the system faster so we can teach these younger guys, and the same thing on offense, just all collectively. This next week, I believe, is just preparation to learn the system, to just get the knowledge down. So whenever, it kicks up the next week, they're just ready to go. It's just about reps at this point.
Bet. Yeah. Well, hey, man, be sure to check out, I can't talk. There's too many notifications coming up on the StreamYard thing. But either way, tell them where to find your channel, man, so they can go and subscribe, bro. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. You can find me on Twitter at AKEagles88. You can find me on Instagram at Eagles Uncensored. I am the host of the Eagles Uncensored podcast. And, it's just a place to come, have some fun, chill out while I drop some knowledge. And, it's just a great time and just a place where, you're not judged, and it is uncensored for a reason, so speak your mind freely.
Yes, sir. But I appreciate all the support, man. I appreciate you coming through today, man.
Hey, right, thank you for all your love and support as well, man.
Oh, you already know. Anytime. All right, but I'm going to get you out of here, man. Have a good one, brother.
You too. Thank you. See you, Brandon.
All right. So it is telling me that people are trying to get in and they're getting kicked out. So just keep on trying. We do have a full studio. I'm going to try and get through people. I'm sorry, y'all. But, other than that, be sure to hit that like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We'll get better at this. I promise. But we got my man's Lindy Endzone in the building. I was trying to get him on last night. I was trying to get him on today. So, I'm glad we were able to get you on today, man. How's it going, brother?
It's good, Castro. B, good to see you again, man. You doing your thing for your pal there? What's up, fellas?
We out here doing it, man. We out here. So how you feeling about the first day of training camp, man? Football's back.
Yeah, it is. And I think that's the most exciting part here is, the fan base just wondering how this football team is going to pan out. And, we're just talking the first day of training camp. Like we got a long way to go. We got 3 phases of roster cuts to go through before the final 53 is even found out. And it's just going to come down to who makes the most of their opportunities, even, especially like today with the amount of absences there were. Nate Herbig was getting, first team reps over Isaac Seumalo, and Arcega-Whiteside was actually in the slot for the first team. I'm not sure if a lot of people were happy about that, but, in terms of guys still being on the roster, even though there's very little to no expectations of them performing very well or even having a chance to make it, it's still up to them to make the most of what they're given, based on the circumstances. And, we can only look forward to more positivity after today, especially with things that we still need to work on, and they're to be expected.
Definitely. Now, I mean, there were a lot of injury, not big injuries or anything, but a lot of nicks that kept people out. Like you said, Isaac Seumalo not playing or practicing, I should say. Jalen Rager was a little nicked up. He was doing his own solo thing. Greg Ward, people like that. Who stuck out to you the most that didn't practice? Because this is a year that competition has been the theme, right? Who do you think it could really hurt if tomorrow we're back in the same place that they're not practicing?
I mean, you can easily put Jalen Reagor up there, and people are going to try and state the claim that he's injury prone, and I don't know if I want to do that to a second year player. Yeah, it's quite unfortunate that he's dealt with the stuff that he has so far. But right now it seems like a groin irritation or some kind of lower body injury like that. So I'm not going to necessarily read into it too much. But in terms of injuries, I think offensive line is pretty important here. Offensive or defensive line, as it goes for any NFL team, one of the most important things is building from the trenches out, because without an offensive line, your quarterback's not going to do anything. He's going to be running for his life. And with Jalen Hurts being the number one, even though nobody's really booking him as a number one right now, and Nick Sirianni should do that. Howie Roseman should do that. They want him to take the reins, as they've been saying. But we've seen this last year with Javon Hargrave suffering that injury that he did on the defensive line. Andre Dillard we lost, on the offensive line after he had a limited sample size of games in 2019. So I just don't want us to relive 14 different combinations in 16 games on the offensive line. So, and hamstrings are very hard to deal with, especially with a guy that size. I mean, it's a different injury, but Brandon Brooks with 2 Achilles tears, kept him out for the longest, and he hasn't been on the field consistent enough. So we can only hope that because of the depth that we're dealing with right now, that this is just something minor for Isaac, and he can get back to the first team reps.
Facts. Now, I want to ask both of y'all, because I want initial reactions, right? So obviously, Zach Ertz comes out and he starts singing to the media, "I am whatever you say I am, and if I wasn't, why would I say?" I mean, he came out looking like Slim Shady. What was your first, just reaction to seeing how he looks? Like, reason why I ask is because honestly, like I said this on the video, and I think I said this in the live too. All offseason, I feel like he's been trying to be inconspicuous. He's been trying to be out of the media, out of the attention, out of the spotlight. And the first day of training camp, you come out looking like, sticking out like a sore thumb. Like, yeah, I'm not mad at you. Don't get me wrong. It's your choice. I don't care. But it's just mentally a weird thing to me. It's kind of like, if you're trying to be so inconspicuous, why do something so bold? But like, what was y'all first just like initial reaction, funny wise, or if you broke it down more than you had to, like me, because I do that all the time. But how did y'all guys feel?
Well, if you want to call it a reincarnation of Johnny Bravo, or what Dennis Rodman went through, I mean, we've seen Dennis Rodman change his hair color how many times, and he tried to go under, I guess, different personas over the years in his NBA career, and how he started in Detroit, and then when he went to the Spurs for that short amount of time, he ends up changing his hair to a different color. He goes to Chicago, he changes his hair to a different color, goes to a rainbow, and everything in the crayon box. But no, I think this is. I don't know what Zach Ertz is exactly trying to do here. Maybe this is a means of maybe putting stuff behind him. I doubt that. It's very hard to steer away from, like, everything is all sunshine now after the stir of drama that was put up, because all of this stemmed from a disagreement from a contract negotiation. So now it's still carrying into training camp, which is a negative. Zach Ertz has already heard the rumblings of Dallas Goedert getting an extension in the means of him being the number one tight end for this team moving forward. That's another negative against him. So I just don't know how people can be under the impression that just because Zach is here, that should mean that everything's okay now. Well, no, I think ultimately the organization, Howie Roseman and everything, the way they talked about Zach Ertz today, they're probably aiming at an approach of, now obviously his trade value was damaged a bit even before training camp, and we seen that there's a Buffalo Bills trade that's supposedly imminent with Zach, and it's going to happen, and then it ends up not happening, and then now he shows up when people necessarily didn't even expect him to. So I think this is just a not a last ditch means of increasing his value, but this is like a plan B for them to do so, like going through the motions and showing that Zach is committed and he's willing to put in the work. Because I mean, at that point you're advertising a product, and it's only going to do the organization in the best of favor to want to achieve this with Zach. Maybe a team goes through injuries, or maybe it's a team like Buffalo that's in a win now situation with Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, and they're trying to do what the Eagles did in 2017. So I just don't know that it's going to have a positive ending with Zach being on the roster week one.
Yeah, I will see. I mean, he got a new haircut. If he gets like a snake and maybe a motorcycle, maybe he's just going through a midlife crisis. I ain't too bad at it. I ain't too bad at it. Then. Yeah. Go get a nice little like Mercedes or something. I don't know. What do the people get when they're in their midlife crisis? That's what he needs to get. Shout out to my guy Philly Fresh in the building. What's good? Yo, that. Salute to the general. But last question I want to ask you, because we are full in here, and I'm terrible at call-ins. Apparently, we should be doing these a lot more often because I'm horrible at this. But last question I want to ask you, man. The Nick Sirianni's been out there and he was very animated. He was pulling people to the side. How do you like that? Is that what you wanted to see? Is that something you want to see more of, less of? How are you feeling about that?
I think this is. I think this is what anybody would want to see from a head coach. For as much as we talked about that, we thought Doug Peterson wasn't hard enough on his players, and we made constant jokes about him giving the guys ice cream and being too soft with them over the years. And while that doesn't really positively attest to him being a Super Bowl winning head coach, with Nick Sirianni being in the same situation that Doug was back in 2016, he's a first-year head coach, and he essentially has a quote-unquote first-year quarterback, with Jalen Hurts being the focal point. This is a very similar situation here, and all he wants to do, is to show that with that kind of power comes a great responsibility, and you want to show that kind of constructive criticism and apply an assertiveness when it's necessary. It's just a means of you as a coach caring that your players are doing something not up to your standard, and you are wanting to work with them in that manner, to try and just simply improve. I can't say that it's necessarily a negative, negative look whatsoever, but this isn't the first time that we're seeing this sort of thing, and I can only take it as a positive going forward. That we're seeing this with the naked eye, and in terms of him working with his players in this kind of manner.
Yeah, I like it, man. I mean, we saw the energy off the field. Now we're seeing it on. Keep that smoke, Nick Sirianni. I love it. But hey, Lindy, I appreciate you, man, coming on here, chopping it up, dropping some gems, as always. Let them know where they can find you on YouTube, brother.
Oh, man. You'll get better at these call-ins, dude. It's just you got a massive audience now. I guess that's something you gotta get used to. You got a bigger audience. People want to talk to you on the live. But no, man. Yeah, as a lot of us do, I love what I do as well. Y'all can find me at my channel, Lindy Endzone, where I got one of the most diverse fandoms in terms of Eagles. An Eagles fan liking the Mavericks. I know it's still weird. I've been called a double agent before, but it's completely false. But you can find me over on my channel, giving you the NFL and NBA content for my respective teams, and then Twitter under the same handle. So continuing to grow every day.
Yes, sir, man. Definitely go check my man's out, man. I appreciate you. Definitely have a good night, brother.
Absolutely, Castro. Good talking to y'all.
Yes, sir. God bless. All right. So just to give y'all a little bit of update about who we got next, we got Papa Sora, then we got Sonic, then we got Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know what the rest of your name is, but that's next. Yeah, and then we got 3 more people after that. So let's get it. All right. So next we got Papa Sora. My man's in the building. What's good, brother? Oh, look at him posing. Posing as soon as he comes in. How you feeling, man? How is it? First day? It feels like first day of school, right? Like, you know, we got all fresh. We in school now. How did it feel, man?
Yeah. Feeling good.
How excited are you about this team and this training camp?
I'm just excited football's back, but I'm very excited about training camp as well.
Facts.
Now, is there a player that you are kind of like, I don't want to jinx nobody, first off, but is there a player that like you would be devastated if there was like a season-ending injury or something? This
damn, Brandon.
I don't know. It was
dark as hell.
What the hell
happened?
You ever seen a dead body, Papa Story?
You were talking about all these players nicked up, and I'm like, dang, like, what if we lost someone? Like, who would I be?
Wait,
like,
are you gonna cry? Like, what's happening?
I might.
You seen a dead body, Papa Story?
Right? I don't know. I feel like anybody on our O-line or like Hurts or Smith, kind of. I don't know. You're right. Stop.
It's anybody. I'm gonna
honestly at this point. Yeah, like if anybody gets a season-ending injury, I'm gonna be.
I don't even like J-Jaw. I don't even like J-Jaw, but if he gets hurt, I'm gonna be sitting here saying why.
Well, there goes our 7th rounder.
Yeah, right. That's hilarious. It's true though. I mean, it's a good question, but I will say this thing: there were no big injuries. You know, knock on wood. We're gonna keep knocking on wood and hopefully not jinxing us. But realistically, we've heard competition all year. These guys have been obviously working out way different. Jalen Reagor comes in a lot skinnier than he did last year. I mean, it feels like everything that Nick Sirianni has been preaching hasn't just been lip service, at least for the first day. The first, people could have came in out of shape, overweight. We've seen it. So, like, how excited are you for Nick Sirianni? Both of you, like Nick Sirianni. I feel like Nick can really be something. I really do. Am I wilding out right now, or should I feel like that?
I agree, man. Kind of, yeah, agreeing with you. Definitely feel like these words from Nick Sirianni are hitting the players, because it could have been not confirmed that Reagor lost like 10 pounds. We clearly saw a left tackle battle position. Yes, Dillard got first, but Mailata and Dillard swapped out. I think same thing with Josh Sweat and Derek Barnett. I think Josh Sweat had but I think he started first team reps. Yeah, just looking at the comments. Hey, Philly Nation, if anybody gets a season-ending injury, hold on, blame that guy.
Yeah, we know who to talk to.
This guy right here, blame him. That goes for all Philly sports.
Well, that's fine. I'm a Yankees fan, Knicks fan.
Yeah, don't do that, Brandon. We trying to get subscribers, not losers.
We're trying to be
injury podcast.
Let us be happy, damn
Well, how you feeling about that? Bringing about Nick Sirianni. Let's not talk about him getting injured. Let's just talk about it.
He was too animated on the sideline.
Hopefully his hamstrings are strong. Messing with you, Brad. Hopefully.
Doing those old man moves.
He getting juice.
But how you feeling about Nick Sirianni so far, Brandon?
Oh man.
You heard?
Huh? Oh, no.
I said, how are you feeling about Nick Sirianni so far?
I'm hyped on him. I was hoping that he would be able to talk to the media solo without having the weasel next to him, but it is what it is. But I am hyped. I mean, I even saw like how Brandon Graham was saying that he's energetic and that the young coaches, like, it's just a great vibe right now. And that's great. We love a good vibe. We're hopeful for everything. Hopefully he sticks to his guns and kind of he talks about fundamentals and talks about making it simpler for our team, but more difficult for the other. And hopefully that pans out. I want that to be like legit, like where last year I felt like Carson was given, I don't know if it was too much power or whatnot, but I just hope that they realize Hurts is in a situation where I'm trying to see what this is.
I hate these guys.
That's real. Listen, you were talking injuries all before, so my brain starts turning. But
that's hilarious. I'm sorry. But go ahead. I'm
I'm
sorry.
about to get canceled real quick. My dude dropped a 20 bomb.
No, go ahead, bro.
I'm hyped on him. I'm hyped on this whole situation. I'm hoping that this off season goes well with the summer workouts, and I just hope for the best, man.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I definitely feel you. Now, one more thing I do want to ask both of y'all, as far as like we are, you know, we got dark. We might as well go down this alley. It doesn't matter.
Jalen Rager goes blue hair, like what?
Right? You should.
We're not going that dark. We're not going straight.
No, we're not going that dark. But somebody, hold on. Let me get this comment. I will get to your super chat matters for my bad. But Charmness said Rager missed the first day of camp, which technically he didn't. He was practicing by himself. He's fine. And in his opinion, he's a bust. What are your guys' thoughts on him not practicing full team drills, you know, fully at it? Is that something that worries you? Obviously, it's still the first day. And like I said, it's just a lower body soreness is what it was called. But are you guys worried at all about this guy, Rager? Are you guys worried?
Brandon, you go first. You got to redeem yourself, bud.
I'm not worried at all. It's the first day. Everyone's coming back. I mean, you can't read into something that happens like today if he's not out there 1,000%. Yeah, it would have been great to see him out there, Devontae Smith, him, and maybe if he's there today, JJ's not in the slot. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's the first day. You guys got to give him a chance. You can't read into it. He's not a bust. The guy had a freak injury last year on his thumb or something like that held him out for a while. That doesn't happen all the time. He took big hits and he got right back up at the same time. So there was definitely positive plays from him last year. He was a rookie in a shitty situation with coaching and with Carson Wentz drama, offensive line problems, and then not really a supporting cast around him. So you got to give him a chance. I don't think he's a bust at all. I think he's going to flourish this year with Devontae Smith in the system.
Yeah. So I will also say I don't think he's a bust. If you've already seen that he's put in the work, losing the 10 pounds, he had what's his face? He wasn't with the team, yes, but he did do individual practice. So you see he's putting in the work with the losing the weight, the offseason, kind of regaining the form, saying he's feeling good, all that. And he's still practicing. Yes, it's not with team. It's also the first day. So even though, yes, unfortunately it wasn't team, first day, he's still like, I'm still working out, just not what I want to. So yeah, no, I don't think he's going to be a bust. I think he's going to flourish with Smitty on the outside, Fulgham or Watkins on the other side, and him in the slot. I think he'll be able to flourish. I think he can catch quick, not a quick little handoff, but like a quick little slant, turn and run. I think because you saw him do that a couple of times, just be able to open field, he could turn on the jet burners. And with the 10 pounds lost, I think he's going to be able to be a lot more, I guess, nimbler.
Facts. Now, the last question I want to ask you, because you're a funny dude, man. Every time we talk, you make me laugh. So I need to know. What your first thought, like, what was your first thought when you saw Zach Ertz? Because I feel like you had to have something funny going through that mind of yours. So I just need to know, what was the first thought when you saw Zach Ertz coming out looking like Legally Blonde?
I was going to say, there were a couple, I was like, I got respect for this dude, but there were a million jokes going through him. I think probably I did not think of Slim Shady, and I'm very upset with that. I'm really upset I didn't think of Slim Shady. But I think you posted something on your Instagram, and it was a picture of him and Howie talking. It was like, what do you think Howie's asking? And I just went, so is that bleached or what's going on here, man? Like,
yeah,
I don't think it's a midlife crisis, but he's just like, I don't know, maybe I'm trying something out.
Just borrowed his wife's hair dye.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he lost a bet. I'm hoping that he lost a bet. That's what I'm, what I'm saying, because it's just random. His hair wasn't even that long before the season, or before the off season. So maybe he got extensions. I
don't know. Maybe he got bored with his wife in Tokyo. He's just like, I don't know. I'll do something. I'll fiddle around the house.
Facts. Yeah, she is out. I forgot she is at the Olympics. But hey, Papa, so I'm about to get some more people on here. I appreciate you sliding through, my brother.
Yep.
All right, man. Have a good one.
See you, man.
Shout out to everybody we got in here, man. We got a couple more people, and then we're probably gonna end it up. Shout out to my guy Matt as fucked up with the $20 super chat to quiet down Brandon. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta look at all angles. I ain't mad at Brandon. Sometimes you gotta say some things to get the people going, and that's what you did, right? It's what's that? What's from that movie? What is it? With the Jay-Z and Kanye West song, Blades of Glory. He's like, it's not stupid. It's what the heck is it? Whatever. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, y'all know that song. Anyways, so we got Sonic in the building. What's going on, Sonic? I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
What's up?
What's good, man? So how you feeling, man? First day of camp over. What's the thought process for you?
This team's gonna be great. It's gonna be exciting.
Oh man,
I like to hear that. What was the best part of this day for you?
Devontae Smith doing some routes and catching the ball.
the dude is definitely slick. Like that dude, he's definitely one of our best route.
I still can't believe we actually got him for some reason.
You were saying something, Brandon?
Oh no, I was just saying that watching Devontae Smith run routes is something great. It's finally like we have a wide receiver on the team that is really smooth with the route running, and it just doesn't feel forced with him. It just feels like he knows what he's doing, and it's just like second nature.
Facts. Yeah, that's what we needed. That's definitely what we needed. So let me ask you this: is there anything that you didn't see today, or that you didn't hear about today, Sonic, that you want to see going forward with this team?
No, well, yeah, no.
Yeah, nothing. You saw everything. You're all set. Day one, we going out there and playing.
Like, season's about to start. Did you by any chance get to hear like Jalen Hurts' press conference at all?
Oh, no, I didn't watch it. I forgot to.
Nah, it's definitely something worth watching. That'll hype you up even more. Just the way that he's composed, and he kind of like even the tricky questions that they try to get him to be like about like the possible Deshaun Watson trades and stuff like that. And I'm not going to spoil it for you, so go ahead, go watch that after this. It's really good, and you'll be even more hyped, I promise.
All right.
And you make highlight videos on your channel, right?
Yes.
Who's the next highlight video?
Well, I'm making a video like Monday, so I don't know.
I mean, well, after day one, you know what I'm saying? Who got you the most excited that you would want to make a highlight video for?
Devontae.
I respect that. Yeah, I respect that. Now, last question I got for you, and we'll get you out of here. What do you think your record prediction has changed at all this year?
I would say we're going to get 10 wins.
Okay. I'll take that. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming through. And everybody definitely go check out Sonic, man, and go check out his highlight videos and subscribe, man. Show love. But I appreciate you coming through, man.
All right,
man. Have a good night. All right. So next up, we have another content creator. You know what I'm saying? Another good friend of mine, man, out there holding down the West Coast. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Like no other. I am gonna say this before I have him on, and I should have said this. You know, if Bird Gang was here, I would say it to him too. Y'all need to stop doing giveaways and not letting me win something. I'm kind of getting tired of it. I need something. Okay, shout out to my guy Birdman, because he got me a free pen. Other than that, man, I ain't getting nothing free, and I don't like that. But other than that, shout out to my guy from the Nest out west, my guy Philly Foothills. What's good, brother?
What's going on, guys? You're killing me, Castro.
We chilling, man. So how you feeling, man? Football's back. This is your first full season as an Eagles content creator. So, you know, same with me. This is gonna be my first full off season and season. So it's exciting. How are you feeling, man?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm juiced. I really am. And I'm, I liking what I'm seeing so far out of the coaching staff. JG, he looks like he's walking around with his shades on. He looks like a head coach. He sounds like a head coach. I mean, the guy he's going to command this defense very well. So, and I think that's going to be, as excited as I am to see the combination of Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts, I think the defense is going to be our strength this year. I really, really do.
Yeah, I like our defense this year. There's a lot of questions, but I think that there's becoming a lot of answers, right? Like, we have a lot of different people we could put at that linebacker 2 spot. So somebody's got to hit. That's really where I'm at right now. Somebody's got to hit. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what Steven Nelson is. We didn't hear his name a lot this practice, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm not really sure what to make of it, but I mean, there's a lot to take away from this first day. Not many injuries, but not at the same time. There were people held out of camp that kind of, stuck out to me. Was there anybody that stuck out to you as far as first day practice holdouts?
Rieger to a certain extent. Because he was, he had his injury concerns last year. I would have loved to see him with the cleats with everybody out there, but I'm not overly concerned about that, because he did, he still did his own thing on the side, and I would rather him take if he has a muscle strain or something like that, I'd rather him take it slow and not push it back and then make it worse, or compound the injury, things like that. So definitely. Rieger not being out there, somewhat of a small concern, but other than that, I mean, not really. I mean, I'm excited that that we're pretty damn healthy going into this training camp, and let's just knock on wood and hope it stays that way. Brandon,
it's about damn time.
I'm
never living it down.
Optimistic. It was just in my head.
That's the funniest part of it. That's the best part of it. Like this whole podcast was based off me being negative and Brandon always being but and that was the first time we got Brandon being extra negative, and we got $20 off of it. So maybe you're the one that needs to be the negative one on the.
But Joe had mentioned before how guys returning punts today were guys like Boston Scott, Kenneth Gainwell, and Devontae Smith. Is there anyone in that group that you would want to return punts, or is there someone else you could think of? Me personally, I wouldn't want Boston Scott doing that job. Don't like him on special teams, but is there someone that you either liked or you would want to return punts for us this year?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because that's what I was going to ask you guys. I was pretty sure you guys seen it. I'm wondering what the hell Devontae Smith is doing out there fielding, but that shouldn't even be in a thought process at all with this coaching staff. With our number 1 pick, I definitely do not want him back there fielding on special teams at all. I don't think that's a very good idea, especially with his body frame and things like that. He does not need to be taking any extra big hits and things like that. So I was for a first day, that definitely caught my eye, and I was like, what the hell is that? Why is number 6 fielding punts? Because that's concerning for me. But out of those guys, someone that's not on that list that you said, I would like to see possibly Quez back there getting some reps at punt return. Because if you can get the ball a little bit extra into that playmaker's hand, into that dynamic, we've seen his burst, we've seen that explosion last year in the small sample size that we got. So I would like to see Quez back there, definitely.
Yeah, I think it's due to injury today. I mean, J-Jaw, I highly doubt is going to be that slot guy. I hope that he's not that slot guy. So let me rephrase that. But I mean, you had injury to Jalen. You had injury to Jalen Reagor. You had the injury to Quez Watkins. So I'm hoping that those two would replace Boston Scott and Devontae Smith. If I'm being 100% honest, I don't want to see either of them out there returning punts. But I think Kenneth Gainwell has an opportunity to make a name there. I would love to see him do his thing there. But it seems like he was. Actually, a name I want to bring up is Adrian Killins. You bring up the running back group. Now, Adrian Killins was used a little bit more as a wide receiver this practice. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that he might find his way as maybe a slot wide receiver at 5'9"? Who knows?
Brandon, you want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, you could use them in maybe one of those wide receiver screens where the slot guy bubbles out and you toss him the ball that way. But I don't know. I feel bad for Adrian Killens because we went ahead and then got Gainwell, and there's only be so many openings for the running back room, and his name just doesn't feel like it's going to fit in, especially with. I was hearing Dave Spinero say today that Jordan Howard looks like he's in the best shape of his career. So now you're battling with Jordan Howard, Kerryon Johnson, who we just grabbed, Boston Scott, Kenneth Gainwell, who we drafted. Like, there's a lot of names there. So for Adrian Killens, I mean, maybe if he makes his name in the slot, then maybe he'll find a roster spot on the team. But for right now, he's looking more like a camp body in a sense.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's got an above average chance to make this team because of the fact that he can catch the ball so well out of the backfield. And I think that's something that Sirianni definitely covets, out of his running backs, and that's part of the reason why we brought, Kerryon in too, because he can catch the ball a little bit out of the backfield as well. So, and don't sleep on Elijah Holyfield. I know he's been, that practice squad guy, but this kid is, if he can hold on to the ball, if he can get that fumbleitis out of his psyche, then I think he might be able to be our secondary bruiser.
Yeah, they should just let him out there and just start punching people. That's all he needed to do. Just go out there and just throw jabs.
I only started laughing because we were just praying for this dude to come in last year, and they finally brought him up on the roster. I don't even think they even gave him the ball once. Like, I just didn't understand when we needed a power running back. Even when Miles Sanders went down, we were running with Boston Scott. I mean, we barely ran the ball, but still, you had a chance to give him the ball once on a 3rd and 1. There was an opportunity.
Facts.
Yeah, Corey Clement was our power back, which is the weirdest thing in the world. Corey Clement was a power back I want to say he played in Wisconsin. I could be wrong about that. It was Wisconsin. But I know he was a power back in college, but this is not a college. And I don't know, man. It made no sense what people were doing last year. So we'll see. But you brought up Jonathan Gannon, man. Is there anybody on that defensive side that you are looking forward to maybe seeing break out this training camp?
Yes. Kavon Wallace. I want to see him. I want to see him step up and be ready for that opposite starting spot next to Harris come week 1, because it looks like McLeod's going to be out for a little bit, going into this season. So definitely Kavon Wallace. I want to see him step up, and I'm juiced about my man Josh Sweat getting the first starting reps over Derek Barnett, because he's my pick to lead the team in sacks this year. I know I'm going out on a little bit of a limb there, being that we still have guys like Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox, guys, some bigger names like that. But if Derek Barnett stays on the field healthy this year and does not produce, to me, we got to label him a bust and cut our ties with him and just start building these young guys and things like that. So yeah, definitely Josh Sweat and Kavon Wallace on the defensive side for sure.
I wouldn't say you're going out on a limb. I think that's right spot on. I mean, you figured Fletcher Cott's going to demand a lot of attention. And then with Devon Hargrave, if he steps up, that's going to get all those guys there. And then Josh Sweat's going to be one-on-one. That's going to be perfect. He's lanky. He's fast. He has low-key power. So that's a guy that, coming off of last year with momentum, I can definitely see him leading our team with sacks for sure.
Yeah. I want to ask you guys something real quick. I know that I know, Castro, that you did the interview earlier this offseason with Jack Stoll. And I'm really excited to see his abilities out there in the field. And I know this kid's one hell of a blocker. So do you guys think that if we ever needed a fullback type, that he could fit that role?
I mean, possibly. I don't know. I mean, possibly. I don't think so, to be honest. I think that we would probably go with a running back. Like, I think we would probably give it to somebody like a Howard or maybe an Elijah Holyfield. Maybe that's what they finally use him for. But I don't know. I mean, he is a very good blocker, so I get that part of it. I guess it depends on what you're using your fullback for, right? I mean, if he's just purely a blocker, I guess Jack Stoll definitely can fit there. And he can, I guess he can spread out and get you some catches as well. But I don't know. I don't think they would do that. I think he's just too traditional. I think he's just too much of that traditional type of tight end. But I mean, he's versatile, so maybe you never know. That's a good thought, though.
Yeah. Do you guys ever miss that? Like the John Ritchie's type of football,
Yeah.
that smash mouth type of West
There might
Coast.
be like 3 actual fullbacks in the league. Like I could even like name an actual like labeled fullback in the league right now. Like,
Right.
I agree with Joe.
That's
I
a
think
good
that
point.
there's a
It could be a hybrid. Yeah.
but it's tough. I would like to see Joel Mailata go ahead and play the fullback for like a goal. I feel like that would work more, but you might be right. I mean, you can make plays where like it looks like it's gonna be a power eye. You do play action, and the fullback goes out on a swing, and you have your tight end there. So I could see that. I mean, that's that Madden stuff that I'd put a tight end there, fullback for some plays. But hey,
yeah, I don't even think Madden uses a fullback at that much.
Be dialing up some good stuff this year, so you never know.
Yeah, it should be fun to watch. Now let me ask you this. The last question I want to ask you, man, before I get you out of here. What are your feelings on this whole Ertz situation, man? Hair aside, right? Like he's back in Philadelphia. It seems like he's gonna stay in Philadelphia for the time being. How do you feel about that?
If my big question with that is he going to be fully committed to being a tight end too? If that's the way it pans out, if Dallas wins the tight end 1 spot, is Ertz really going to be fully committed to that? And I just that it's been kind of been in the back of my head. That's been my concern this whole time, because I've kind of known it's going to pan out this way, because I really didn't see once we got further into the summer, we lost so much trade leverage. All the other teams in the league had all the leverage in trade negotiation with Zach Ertz, and there's no way that I thought that we were going to release him. So, it's definitely kind of working out this way. But I'm wondering, is he going to put, because he's getting older and he still wants to get paid again, very soon here. He's going to be a free agent going into next year. Is he going to put body preservation, self-body preservation ahead of being fully committed to this football team? And if that's the case, I'd rather have Richard Rodgers out there as my tight end too. That's from my heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I respect that. No, I respect it. Yeah, I've said that from the jump. If he don't want to be here, you ain't got to be. You definitely don't have to be. I'd rather lose with people that want to be here than lose with people that don't want to be, because he ain't gonna bring us no wins. Yeah. So I mean, he's a good player, but he's not gonna get us extra wins. But either way, man, Philly Foothills, man, tell everybody where they can find your channel. Congrats on your 1K. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge milestone. I know that feels good. So definitely let them know where they can find you, brother.
Yeah. Come check me out. Nest Out West on YouTube. Definitely come check the channel out. It's Philly Foothills. I got my alter ego, Philly Fuego, the producer of the show, doing some fun things. You'll see me, wearing the wrestling mask. It's definitely entertaining, as well as providing you good Eagles content along the way. So yeah, come like, share, and subscribe, and help me get those watch hours up so I can get this channel really, really cooking. So yeah, come. I'm doing a lot of live streams lately with a lot of different people. I got Pablo Gary coming on the channel tomorrow, so that should be cool. Me and Pablo are going to chop it up a little bit, and that's going to be at 6 p.m. on the East Coast, 3 p.m. on the West. Come check it out. The Nest Out West on YouTube with Philly Foothills. You won't be disappointed. Thanks, guys. I really, really appreciate you letting me on. It was fun chopping it up.
Man. Of course, man. Have a great one, brother.
You too. Both of you.
Oops, sorry. I love you, bro. Like I didn't mean to cut that into. You were still talking. My bad. Sorry. We got a couple more people on that we're gonna get on, and then we're gonna end this up. So right now we're in that stage where we're getting our water wings back, right? We're getting our floaties back on, bro. We haven't done these call-ins in a while. So don't come at us. Don't throw tomatoes at us. I'm not going for no 2-3 hours. We're going to get these last couple people on, and then I'm going to go play some MLB The Show, if you want me to be honest. Because tomorrow I'm coming right back at 10 o'clock in the morning to do the live for the training camp. So with that said, let's get this dude. Before I get him on, man, my man's has built a whole Discord channel for which y'all should all join. It's a lot of fun. I had no idea what Discord was until he made the Discord and invited me and Brandon. It's a lot of fun. He actually reached out to Giovanni the podcaster, and was like, bro, I want to see you on Philly the podcast. So Giovanni reached out to me and was like, let's do it. And so shout out to my guy Unforgiven. He has been a very, very supportive person for this channel. So shout out to my guy. It's good to have you on, man. How you doing, bro?
Not too bad yourself.
I can't complain. I cannot complain. Football's back. What do I have to complain about, right?
Hey, and look what I'm wearing.
Hey.
What is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, B-Doc, you can't go wrong with that. You cannot go wrong with that. So how you feeling about this game, man? This game. This practice, this week 1. I felt like a game. I'm excited like it was.
Well, honestly, I'm not gonna count our chickens for our we let's not count our chickens before we hatch, but I'm gonna say I smell another ring.
Ooh.
I like that.
Let's go.
I'll definitely take that. And do you think that is that because of the addition of Steven Nelson? Is it because of, hearing these guys talk during the press conferences, the practice itself? What makes you like excited about this team?
Honestly, seeing all these haters say that the Eagles are going to be last in our division, that just makes us meaner.
Mm-hmm.
That just makes us meaner. And I actually watched Jason Kelsey's speech again. That Super Bowl speech.
That'll hype anybody up.
I watched that speech, and when he said a mean dog is a hungry dog.
Facts. And a hungry dog is running faster this year. That's the whole thing. This division is trash. I'm gonna say it. I don't care. I've said on this channel a million times, man. The closer that the season gets, the more unrealistic I get. And realistically, this whole division is not that good. So I am not too worried about the Philadelphia Eagles winning this division. I think it's going to happen, and I think it's going to happen pretty easily, to be honest. I think with these new additions we've made, it's going to be a very fun year.
And something, just watching Jalen Hurts connect with Jackson, and then us bringing in Devontae Smith, I think it's going to be another one of those years.
Yeah, I think that connection is going to be strong. I'm definitely looking forward to that. So, what any season predictions for Jalen Hurts? Do you think it's going to be a breakout year for him?
Well, being a second year and thinking about back of what we did in 2017, Carson Wentz was second year quarterback, and look what happened. We won a Super Bowl. And with this new coaching staff and the way Sirianni preaches the fundamentals, the basic fundamentals, you have to have those basic fundamentals, or your team's going to fall apart.
Now, did you by any chance watch the Jalen Hurts press conference today?
No, I did not.
Okay, like I told the other guy, it's definitely worth the watch. He's very confident. The dude, like you said, it might be that second year step. I mean, he didn't get a full year like Carson did, but he kind of got the gist of the NFL in a time where we needed to win. So even last year, he came into a very pressure situation, and now that might expedite his process of like developing and everything like that, because he had to learn on the fly. So I would recommend going back and checking that out. Dude sounds super confident and ready for this season.
And you want to know something? Laura Lou Rivera, the Burke Revolution administrator, posted something. Hurts and I'm going to say this, Hurts looks like a Vic 2.0.
Okay. I would love to see that. I know somebody asked me earlier, they're like, do you think it could be the same, with the Deshaun, Vic, and McCoy? Do we have that in Hurts, Devontae, and Miles? I'll say this right now. If we do, it's a wrap. If we actually have that type, if Jalen Hurts can be, like I said, if he can be better than good, I think this offense is going to be disgusting, because we have so many players that you just got to get the ball in their hand. Like a lot of people think that we're going to be asking Devontae.
We can't be dropping balls either.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But I think a lot of people think we're expecting Jalen Hurts to go out there and be Deshaun Watson or Russell Wilson or whatever it may be. We just need him to go out there and be Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Go put up yards, go put up points. and get us some wins, man. Like this defense should be able to hold us down for for most of these games at least. We shouldn't be getting blown out. That's my whole thing.
Thanks.
But last question I want to ask before I get you out of here. Has your record prediction changed at all now that we're, football has started? We're in this.
No, 12 wins.
Okay. He said it quick too. He's like, nope.
He said cool. So we got to at least make the playoffs with his win count.
No, that's a fact.
No, actually, no. We're going to Super Bowl.
I would take 12
say it right here.
I would take 12-5. I would take a Super Bowl run. We got to. Sky's the limit. If everybody can just play up to their potential, man, I'm excited to watch it, and hopefully we can. Hopefully this will be a good year, man. I'm definitely not trying to watch another, 4-11-1 season. I'll tell you that much. No. But either way, man. Anything you want to say before we get you out of here, brother?
Well, I wanted to say that I appreciate everybody that's joined the Discord. If you haven't already, join the Discord. Pretty sure the link's in. Deb's pretty sure Joe's already set up a command for that.
Yes, sir.
Join up on our Discord. We chill in there, post your hype videos, post your content. Just kind of keep it family friendly because there are some underage youngsters in the Discord. That's about it.
Facts, man. But I appreciate you coming through, man. And like you said, we'll talk in the Discord, bro.
All right,
man. Have a good night.
Later.
All right, so we're down to the final three. We got Adi B, and we got Philadelphia Eagles, and then we got a dude named LT. So we're gonna see what it's about. Adi B, I know you. The other two are gonna be new. So Adi, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure we're gonna make sure we end this right. But what's good, Adi B? I don't know if he can hear me. It says 3.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
He's here.
I was on mute.
What's good, brother?
my
How you
guys?
doing?
I'm doing really well. I'm ready for the Eagles season. Also ready for the NBA draft tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. Hoping Bradley Beal's on the Sixers tomorrow. Maybe. But yeah, I'm here to talk some Eagles, and yeah, just here to chop it up with you boys. So
yeah, man. So what was probably, was it? I guess it's hard to say because I feel like the first just tweet of the training camps open, that was probably the most exciting part of the whole training camp. But to both of y'all, what was the most exciting part of this training camp so far, the first day, for y'all?
I just really like seeing everyone, focused, and I just saw everyone really energized. Miles Sanders looking explosive as ever. Devontae Smith just doing what he does. Jalen Hurts looking more motivated. Zach Ertz looking like Eminem 2.0. It's all good though. Dallas Goedert. I'm not sure if he was there. I didn't see him today, but also on the defensive side, you got Slay wearing number 2, Nelson wearing number 3. It'll be pretty fun to watch them, and along with this entire defense. But yeah, that's where I pretty much stand. I'm really excited for this team. We're just a really young team. Hopefully we don't make many rookie mistakes. But yeah, that's where I am. Brandon, how about you?
Yeah, I get pumped up for like the little things. I like the press conferences. For some reason, I like to be able to hear like the guys on the team talk. And I know as the season goes on, we get more players that we get video of in their press conferences. But I love hearing them talk. And I know I've asked a couple people if they heard Jalen Hurts today, and he was just super confident. Just kind of it builds confidence in us as fans to know that, all right, he's confident. He's not worried about the drama going on. He doesn't look shook. Like sometimes you can read it on people's faces when they're faking it and they're just like, they're saying that they don't care, but deep down they probably do. But he doesn't seem that way. He seems pretty legit. He seems that he's ready for the season. And then for you guys, now that we are week 1, I mean, not week 1. Now, see, Joe, you got me all messed up with the whole game thing. But now that we're on practice 1, and how we can make any move coming up for sure. But what is your guys' favorite pickup this offseason now that we're finally at training camp day 1?
I don't really think it gets talked enough about, but Eric Wilson, just to improve this linebacker core. It went from trash to less trash. So yeah.
I respect that. That's true. It's true. I mean, if I had to pick one, I mean, are we talking draft too,
Yeah,
or just
any of the new players that are on the team?
I'm taking Devontae Smith, man. Come on. I mean, finally, you know what I'm saying? You take the right person. You don't do the big brain move. You do the right move. So I definitely got to take Devontae Smith because the Eagles have been waiting for a wide receiver for so long, and hopefully we're not waiting anymore. Hopefully this is the guy that could be our number one guy for a while. So I'm definitely going with him. Like it's easy for me. Is there a link, Brody? And this is gonna. I got like 2 more people after this, and then we're gonna probably end it. To be honest, so I'm not gonna keep dropping the link because I'm old and I can't go more than like 2 hours, man. I'm brittle, you know what I'm saying? I've been live all day, I feel like. But either way, another question I want to ask both of y'all is obviously, we talked a little bit, we hit on it a little bit with the left tackle battle, but I want to go a little bit deeper because we do talk about how Jordan Mailata was the number 2 or whatever, but he was also going against Ryan Kerrigan a lot and gave up nothing. Ryan Kerrigan was having fits against him. So, I think that this depth that we have on the offense and defensive line, it's going to play into our favor because I don't think we're going to show our hands too much as far as our starters go on either side of the ball for the lines. But what are your thoughts about Jordan Mailata so far and the Andre Dillard situation?
I think Mailata getting reps at left tackle to go against a guy like Ryan Kerrigan, who's had so much success in his career, just to be able to experience what that feels like going into this next season. I feel like that will be really valuable for him. And when it comes to the Andre Dillard situation, I haven't really heard much about him. Have you guys heard much about him?
Well, he was the starter.
Yeah.
He was the first team reps, so take it as you will, I guess. I don't really know what that means, if it means anything, but he didn't cry. I guess that's we didn't get any news that he didn't cry, so maybe there's something to be said there. I know Brandon Graham was going crazy, and I'm sure that Brandon Graham was on Andre Dillard a lot, so that's not so we'll see. I guess we'll see. But what are you thinking, Brandon?
Yeah, I mean, like I kind of said earlier with Jordan, the dude proved that he can play last year. It was his first season getting reps, and he looked good at times. Yeah, there were times where you're like, all right, he's never played before, but he definitely needs stuff to work on. But there were times when he was just throwing dudes to the ground, and it just kind of hyped you up. You're looking, because I was watching some guys that post like reviews on players and stuff on Twitter, and I just saw him like pancaking dudes, and it was great to see. And with Andre, if he ends up winning the battle, I wouldn't be mad about that because he is a first-round pick. Like I know we kind of talk about Derek Barnett, and if he doesn't pan out, then that's kind of like a bust. I feel like if this guy doesn't touch the field, at least Derek Barnett produced some numbers. He helped us win the Super Bowl. He's had good games at times between injuries and his penalties that he randomly gets because he likes to be over-aggressive. But at least he contributed to the team. If Andre Dillard doesn't start this year, there's a good chance he's not going to be on this team the following year. And that, in my eyes, would be more of a bust than if Derek Barnett's not on this team next year.
Yeah, Barnett is slept on. I feel like if Barnett comes out here and goes crazy, people are going to be like, see, I always knew. And I'm going to be one of those people. I'm not going to lie because I've definitely been talking junk about him all year. But, hey, $10 million, you got to go crazy, man. I don't know. The $10 million is a lot of damn money, and the Yankees just got Joe Gallo. That's what's up. We definitely need pitching. Shout out to Blue City Sports. That's the most random. I don't think anybody's ever come in here telling us about Yankee stuff, but hey, I'll take it. So last question I want to ask you, Adi B, before we get you out of here, brother. What are you looking forward to the most, man? We got a lot of football ahead of us. What are you waiting to see as far as news, or what are you waiting to see as far as maybe just training camp highlights? What are you waiting for?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to the offense because I know this defense is going to be pretty solid with all these veterans mixing with the young players. But when it comes to the offense, here's where I'm a little bit skeptical because you said with the previous guy who was on, we could have the next Vic, Jackson, and Shady, but that's if we don't know what these guys are, right? Jalen Hurts only has four games under his belt. Devontae Smith hasn't even taken a snap, and we don't know what Jalen Reagor is. We know a little bit about him, but we don't know much about him. So we just need to. Hopefully these guys don't make any early rookie mistakes. And I hope they can all gel together and we can be good for the next 10-ish years with this young offense.
I'll take 100. I need a century of greatness.
For sure.
I want a couple of Super Bowls, but hey, man, Adi, I appreciate you coming through, man, so much, man.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Fly Eagles fly. You have a good night, brother.
You as well.
All right, so we got 2 more people. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. We still got 25 people in there. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, man. We're hitting 100 or over an hour and a half. I always say it's only gonna be like an hour, and then we always end up going over. Shout out to my guy, Big Play Slay. Not gonna drop the link anymore. We got 2 more people left, and then we're gonna get out of here. So next we have Philadelphia Eagles. Devontae. Oh, he came on here before. You are next, my guy. All right, yep. He got his. What's good, bro? What's good? Not LT. You're next. LT, you're right after the guy got on right now. You're muted though, Philadelphia Eagle.
Okay, I'm here. How y'all doing today?
What's good, bro? What's good? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great today. I'm having a good day today. It's my last week of summer school for this week until I go back to school.
Oh, summer school was my form of school. That was literally the only school I did. That was
I thought when I went, it wasn't going to go fast, but it went fast today. But I got stuff to do this weekend, so I'm probably going. And then Friday, my school was like, you could come to the cookout. We have it for summer prep kids. And they said, the lady was like, it's from 9 to 2. I ain't going to be out there from 9 to 2. Y'all ain't going to have me time. Hey, look, I'm going to get me a plate. I'm going to get as much as I can, and I'm out. After that, I ain't staying from 9 to 2 because my uncle, my mom is doing, yeah, I ain't doing all that. But what's going on with that?
Man, we chilling. But so how you feeling about football being back, man? I feel like this was the longest wait.
I'm excited for Eagles.
Can you hear him?
No.
All right, I thought it was me. You went muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Yeah. You got. I was like, is that me?
I saw the hand gestures. I saw him.
I was like, all that was going on. I was like, oh yeah. I was watching it on YouTube, right? And I seen a bunch of them posting stuff, and I seen when it was Harry Roseman and Nick Sirianni. They came back on YouTube, rewinded it, and I seen a bunch of haters on there today, just saying stuff out of ordinary, and I'm like, if you're gonna be on us watching stuff, don't bring the negativity because we're just trying to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? If you're going, for example, if Bob like the Cowboys and he want to watch us, you don't gotta say, "Cry Eagles, cry." You don't gotta disrespect us. It's all in the family. We all in the NFC East. And man, I was getting so irritated today, and everybody in the comments was like, "What's going on with Dak and all?" And I was like, "What's up? I'm here, y'all." And I was like, I ain't fun to do that. But yeah, I'm just having a good time. But yeah, I'm just ready for football, period, man. I'm ready for some Eagles football. And then my dad, he was supposed to get us some tickets to go to the Falcons game when we going up to Atlanta. But I guess the tickets got too high or whatever. And he didn't wind up getting the tickets. So I'm just like, it's all good. I was hoping to go, but hopefully I can get him and talk to him and see if I can go to a game. But yeah, I'm just excited for football.
You might be able to, if you hit up the community a little bit, you might be able to find them for cheap, to be honest. I know a lot of people sometimes sell tickets and stuff.
I've been to Philly a couple times because I got family and aunts that stay over there. And I've been I haven't been to the stadium, but I've been to New Jersey. I forgot the name of a part in Jersey I was in. I think it was like y'all guys might be familiar with it if I'm from the Jersey area. It was like near like some malls and shopping centers, and it was like past.
I stay away from Jersey as much as I can.
It's all good.
I've driven through.
No, it's okay because I went to this. I was in the store and I seen this Eagle store and had a bunch of Eagle stuff. I asked this dude. I was like, he was just looking at me like, "Do you want to buy something or what? What you doing?" I seen a beanie hat. I seen a bunch of stuff, and then the dude was like, "Nah, we don't got this in your size." I'm like, darn real, y'all got this in my size. And the dude was listening. He was in this little on where he was on his phone. I'm like, you gotta be working, man. But I was like, you know what? It wasn't meant for me to buy something out your store.
Hey, so
I hear you say. Oh, go ahead.
I just asked this other guy. Now that we are here, the season's starting. We're at training camp. Who's your favorite player? It could be drafted or picked up in free agency that we got this year.
Okay. To answer your question, I would say Steven Nelson, maybe.
Okay.
Because I really didn't. I had him on my mind today. I really didn't even think about when we're going to receive him, and I'm just looking forward to him just getting to work and just ready for football. I don't want him worried about him going to a different team or whatever. He's in Philly now, so it's all love with this team. And I feel like, getting off topic a little bit, I feel like the Eagles maybe win possibly, like last time I was on to say 10 games. I think I said 11 too, but I have us winning 11 games. I kind of want us to go 17-0, but I don't think that would happen because it's just our rebuild season. But you never know. Eagles might never know. Eagles might. Yo. But I'm on a Zoom call right. Hold on, y'all stay right there. I was like, man, I don't know what I want to do with this team, what this team want to do, but I just hope they just ready for football. I just want us to be healthy and a good team.
Yes, sir.
And and with the head coach Nick Sirianni, I'm just hoping he getting them boys to work. It ain't no playing time. If this team is going to be serious, they want to be serious. Like I seen Miles Sanders go live early today, but I guess they was at like a facility doing something or whatever. And I was just like, that's it. And I hope they're just ready to get to work. It's focus time. If they don't want to win games, they can go home and be like, look, coach, I want to go home. It's football time.
Facts. So last question I want to get into you is actually about Zach Ertz, man. How are you feeling about the whole Zach Ertz situation? Do you want to see him as our number one tight end in this season?
That'd be good, but I heard a lot of rumors saying he's going to start week 1 when we play the Falcons. I think I heard, and I feel like he can start. He can start for sure.
Word.
Yeah, I hope he does, man.
But yeah, before y'all let me go for the night, y'all gonna whenever y'all see me come on, I'm a funny person, man. I like to have fun and joke around. But yeah, I have family. Like I said, I got family all over the place. Steelers fans, Washington fans, Cowboys fans. I don't fool no cowgirls. We don't do that. But my dad friend is a Cowboys fan, but I don't do no Cowboys fan. Nah.
I respect that.
You're gonna see me rapping Eagles all day, but like I say, it's about to be football season coming up, and if them boys want a good season, they better be ready for some football and ready for some hit. You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah.
They better not be soft. They better be out there hitting. Don't get too ashed up. If a player come to you or hit you wrong, you better be ready for some hitting. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Facts. So if we go 17-0, I'm gonna know who called it. I'm coming back to you knowing you called it.
Oh yeah, you gonna definitely hear me call that. You gonna hear me call 17. No doubt. You never know. We could be that coach be like, look, I'm gonna get this team 17-0, and we're gonna be rocking and rolling.
Facts, bro. Facts. But hey, you already know what it is, man. I'm ready for this season. I know you're excited. I know Brandon's excited. I know everybody that's been on this has been excited. So I definitely, it's time.
I'm just excited in general, man. I'm just ready for football season. It's been a minute since I've been watching it. And hush it. That's my brother. Sorry, guys. But
you got
I just been waiting for a season to come out. I'm just ready. That's all.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah.
I'm not worried about the haters. I'm just gonna keep it easy, and we're gonna have us a good old season coming on up. That's all I'm gonna say.
I like that. Now, next time that I see you, because now we're gonna keep doing these call-ins. So next time I see your name, because this is the second time I've seen your name, I'm gonna make sure I bring you on earlier. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I bring you on earlier.
I'm Devontae Smith. That's me.
Say less, man. But hey, you have a good night, man. You enjoy the rest of your summer, brother. I appreciate you coming on, bro.
I appreciate you. Is your name Brandon, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep, he's
I
Brandon.
remember that in my head because I was about to call you the dude that we have on the Eagles. What's the Eagles name? I was about to call you what's his name?
Oh, I gotta hear this now.
Not Cox. I forgot the dude's name. I forgot his name. And his last name is Sack. His Instagram is Sack. I forgot his name.
Oh, Brandon Graham?
Yes, Brandon Graham.
Oh, I mean, he'll take that. I think he'll take that. Yeah, I was about to say. It could have been way worse. It could have been way worse.
Yes,
that's what's up, though. But you have a great night, man. I appreciate you coming on.
For bringing me on. It's all love, man. Don't worry about the haters. We're gonna do us just football season. It's all good. It's all good.
Sir. Yes, sir. God bless. Have a good night, man.
You too, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So, all right, almost at 2 hours. Yeah, that wasn't an hour, Brandon. But I appreciate everybody that came through, man. Kicked it, came on the show. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'm trying to hit 3K before the season. It's not gonna happen, but I'm trying to do that. So, maybe help me. Maybe we get close and we could say, oh darn, we were close. But other than that, man, Brandon, is there anything you want to say before we let these beautiful people go?
Hey, thanks for watching with us. Like you said, it's been almost 2 hours. You're killing it. You guys were killing it today. And we're all hyped, excited. Hey, let's see how the season goes. I can't even talk. I'm just pumped. I'm pumped up, man.
Yeah, 2 hours, bro. Yeah, this was a nice little welcome back. Welcome back. But other than that, man, big shout out to our mutual friend C-Mill and Vince Rosario for the song today. It was called Goodwill Hunting. Definitely go check it out. Definitely go show them love. We appreciate you guys. I mean, that goes I can go unsaid because it's just so obvious. We can't do this without you guys, and we are so excited for this season and to just keep bringing you guys dope content. But other than that, I know that was a long ass winded goodbye, but it is Fly Eagles Fly, and we are out here. Peace.
I gotta decide. I hate choosing sides. I battle with my fears. Despite of my pride, I will not hide deep down how I feel.
We go through the motions, I couldn't feel nothing, but I feel nervous. It's good to feel something. It's good to feel something. I spent my whole life goodwill hunting.
I'll make everybody nervous when I find my purpose. I know that I'm worth it in my fields. You told me have courage, disregard my discourage. Even if I'm worried, that's good feel. In spite of the things in my head, I know that the feeling is dead. Do not disturb what I said. I don't wanna fight it. Thoughts on autopilot, yeah. I gotta decide. I hate choosing sides. I battle with my fears. Despite of my pride, I will not hide deep down how I feel.
We go through the motions, I couldn't feel nothing, but I feel nervous. It's good to feel something. It's good to feel something. I spent my whole life goodwill hunting. It's okay to feel happy and sad. It's okay to lose your way and turn around and go back. Cause what I found is when I'm down, all I need is somebody. Human emotion is brewed in the moment. The high life is finite, but we just condone it. We get drunk from attention and it blurs our vision. I need to get it detoxed out my system. I live my life searching for a compliment, lying to the people I should have been honest with. I woke up without a clue to who I was. Social media's got us living on a buzz. Sick of being numb, unsure of my purpose. I strip my soul down and look beneath the surface. I found the love without a grudge, she peeled the curtains. And she's the only person who's made me feel nervous. But it's good to feel something.
I hate you inside. I battle with my fears. Despite of my pride, I will not hide deep down how I feel.
We go through the motions, I couldn't feel nothing, but I feel nervous. It's good to feel something. It's good to feel something. I spend my whole life goodwill hunting.
I feel nervous. It's good to feel something.
I battle with my fears. Despite of my pride, I will not hide deep down how I feel.